Hey everybody, this is Brad. Welcome back to the Twin Rivers Transport Channel. I do have a load lined up right now. It's paying $3,000 and it is going from Arkansas to Salt Lake City. And not the best rate. It was like almost $240 a mile, but literally just trying to make that my minimum right now. I don't want to do a whole bunch of running for anything less. Of course, we're trying to get more. And I was in Tulsa and I literally I wanted to do a long run, didn't want to do a short one. And that was literally probably one of the best things they had on the board. So 13,000 pounds, picks up in Springdale, Arkansas, and like I said, it's running out to Salt Lake. It did have a later pickup, which I didn't like. It was a 2 o'clock pickup, and I was literally there at 11:30, so that's going to cost me a little bit of my drive time. But if I can get to Salt Lake and find another good run out of Salt Lake, I'll at least be able to salvage this week. Let me tell you how small of a world this is. I am in Bentonville, Springdale, Arkansas, and I pull up here to get loaded, and the guy that's loading me, I know him. He was like, "Brad, what's up, man?" I was like, holy crap. Last time I saw him, we were in Texas. He lives in California, and just crazy. It's crazy. It's a small freaking world. What up? This is my boy Brian out here, Arkansas. I haven't seen this dude in forever, man. It's crazy. Small world. Here's what I got. You can see how big it is. It's massive. And it's a big wind cell. It is a trash compactor, 13,000 pounds. I got it centered. It's a little in front of my axles, but that's what it is. And then I strap down all that. A regular strap, a belly roll, and a regular strap. These aren't considered legal by FMCSA, so hence I have two other ones. And when you do this, make sure like these doors and stuff, you secure them. That's a main thing. I put a zip tie on that. I have hauled stuff and doors have came open, so, but it's not too bad other than my gas mileage. It's all right. Yeah, that's crazy that I ran into him there. I've known that guy since probably 2009, and literally just, went opposite ways, but super cool guy. He does motivational speaking. He does a lot of different stuff. But it was just crazy to see him there. And he was just, picking my brain about this because he pretty much runs that business where I picked this up at. So it's crazy. It's a small world. Six forklifts picking that thing up. 3 on each side. Wow. Today's Saturday. Yesterday when I dropped, I was I'm in Salt Lake, so I was only able to, I dropped, it was about 11:30, couldn't find anything to get up out of here. So literally that's what happens when you work on shipper and receiver hours. You gotta be there and drop on their time. So now out here in Salt Lake, I guess just doing a little restart on the weekend, and just gonna wash my truck, wash my trailer, and I think I do have something lined up for Monday. So, but just killing time here in Salt Lake. She does look pretty good cleaned up. So it's Monday today. I found a load out of Salt Lake, and it is going north to Washington. Before I went to Washington though, before I actually booked it, we looked at the outbound freight up there, you know, because I don't want to leave here and go to another bad area. You know, I'm not trying to mess my weeks up like that. But there's a lot of freight coming out of Washington, and it looks like they're all decent paying loads. You know, stuff posted for, you know, $240, $250 a mile. And when I say posted for that, like, that just means what they have it posted for. You know, I still negotiate on top of everything. So if they're asking, you know, $250 a mile, I'm at least trying to get more out of them. You know, it's literally maximize as much as you can. But anyways, I'm about 40 minutes away from my pickup, and it picks up in Utah, Brigham City, and then it's running up north to Yakima, Washington. All right, let's see what we got. So for anybody that doesn't know, like, I got my rate con. My rate con was sent to me. That's just basically between me and the broker. So it tells me the address. I go here, pick up. After I get loaded, I go inside, I get the BOL, and then the BOL is what I get the customer to sign, and this is what I send our factoring company to get paid. Really nothing to it. You get the rate con. Like I said, that determines your rate, gives you the addresses. You go pick up. When you pick up, you get BOL. So let's see what we got. Here's what I got. It's 12,000 pounds. It's really nice and easy. These short loads like this are a lot better because you get better gas mileage. They're literally just 4-inch straps over it. I put down carpet where I think, you know, it might rub. This one I did a belly roll on. Just literally going around and then hooking it back. That kind of keeps everything close together. But these right here, 10 foot, because FMCSA doesn't recognize this as a regular roll. So really nice. So I'm gonna wrap this video up this week. Probably one of my worst weeks hot shotting. You know, me making these videos and this channel, you know, I don't paint. You know, life is good. Every week I make $10,000. You know, I keep it real on this channel. This week was probably one of my worst weeks. I took a chance on running out to Washington, and it ended up being a bust. You know, I did my homework and I looked at the outbound freight up there. But what I didn't take into account was the weather. You know, 60-mile-an-hour winds, everything's real vicious. So yeah, this week was on me. But it was a learning experience, man. I try to take a learning experience out of everything that I go through. My learning experience on this was I'm going to stay my butt over there in my little area. I like running east of Texas, all the way over to Alabama, Georgia, and, north to Pennsylvania, Ohio. That's my area. It seems where I generate the most capital. So anyways, man, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I've been slacking on videos. I've had a lot of people ask me where I've been. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to it. In this channel, I do talk about real hotshotting, the real life hotshotting, the weeks where you don't make money hotshotting. And like I said, that was on me, man. I wanted to deadhead out. I just really didn't feel comfortable operating in 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, because that's what it was. I have a good weather app on my phone that tracks me, and I had a little 2-foot tall load on, and I was literally almost getting blown off the road. So I made the choice, deadhead out. It's my business. I didn't want to have to make an insurance claim or anything, chasing money. I'm not hurting that bad. So but anyways, guys, like I said, like, subscribe to the channel. I have more content, about to put it out. Hit the bell and leave a comment, man. Is this something you guys would do? Just call it a week, get out, get to a better area. Leave a comment. What would you do? What would you not do? And hit me up on emails, Bradley at twinriverstransport.com, if you want to know anything that I'm doing, any apps that I'm running. Yeah, and you guys be safe out there, and I'll see you on the next one.